Hey, what's happening everyone? This is yamimash here, and I've spoken about this before a very long time ago, but what I'm going to talk about is how my YouTube channel began and how I started playing Gears of War and how I got my Xbox and stuff like that. And I'm going to go into as much detail as I can, as quickly as I can, so I hope you guys all enjoy this commentary, and here we go. So I started my YouTube channel back in 2007, I think it was in July, and I made it just because I wanted to post videos of me playing the keyboard. I used to memorize Final Fantasy songs and try and play them on the keyboard, and I uploaded them, and it was quite well done. Some people enjoyed them, I got a few comments and it was nice reading them. And I had a PlayStation 2 at the time. I used to play Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, and they were really good games. I still love the Final Fantasy series. And in 2008 is when I got my first Xbox, and it came with Gears of War 1. Now the thing is, I was really bad at Gears 1 back then, because I first started playing it. I died a lot. I only played maybe it for a day at most, and I played against my friends and they killed me. And I got pissed off, so the next day I took it back to the game store and I got well, not a refund, but I traded it in for a bit of money, and I just stuck to playing Final Fantasy for a while. Now, in November 2008, as we all know, Gears of War 2 came out, and most of my friends were going to get it, so I thought to myself, I'm going to buy it, despite me being terrible at Gears 1, just to play with those guys, because, it sucks when you have people on your friends list, and they all play games you don't have, so I wanted to get a game they'd all be playing. So I got Gears 2, and I was terrible again. I camped in spawn, I chainsawed. I used to do the smoke tag ink tag combo, where you plant them both on the wall next to each other, and because it was ragdoll, the person would get knocked over and they get inked out and they'd die. I did that all the time, and it worked all the time, so I was quite happy. And it wasn't until a couple months after Gears 2 that I got Gears of War 1 again, because I found it quite fun, playing with my friends. So I got Gears 1. It's terrible at that, but I tried my best, and that's how I got both games. Now, in terms of YouTube, I didn't get a capture card till 2009. I think it was March or something 2009, so it was a good 5 or 6 months after Gears of War 2 came out. I watched a few montages on Gearsopedia and across YouTube. I was a huge fan of Calmosity's final montage of Demon Punisher, Like Butter of course, and Iceman, those guys. I thought they were all gods, to be honest. I thought if I get in a game with those guys, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. I was the biggest fanboy in the world for all YouTubers with montages out. I used to watch them all the time. So I thought, I'm going to buy myself a Dazzle, and I'm going to start making montages and do the same stuff they do. And I got my Dazzle, installed the software on my laptop, and it wouldn't work. My laptop wasn't working, the software wouldn't work, and I was pissed off. And I tried it again on my PC about a month later. I spent a good month just not recording. I kept my capture card in my drawer. I tried it on my computer and it worked. I was like, oh, it works on my PC. That's strange. I don't know why it doesn't work on my laptop. So I used my PC and I recorded with my Dazzle. And what I mostly did for a very long time was sniper matches. I was a huge sniper match kid, and I wrote down a list of all my gamer tags up until this point. I might have forgotten a couple, but what can you do? So my first gamer tag was OPMash Prime, 0P1M45H, P21M3. I forgot the T in it, so it wasn't OptiMash, it was OPMash. After that it was XWizard, WIIZ4RD. That's when I was into those sniper matches, like I said. And then I was Crits Junior. I was a junior to a guy called Crits for a couple of months. I thought he was a god at sniping, so what can you do? I was a bit strange. I played Arctic Junior, whatever his name is, in a sniper match, and I beat him. That was the highlight of my sniping career for a while. Then I was Suck My Banana. I love that gamer tag. I played Defino Evil in a 3v3 and I popped him I think 3 or 4 times in a row. I remember that because, like I said, I was a big fanboy. And then I was Axis Frozen, and this is when I got a bit bored of Gears 1 and went back to Gears 2, and I started trying to be a bit competitive. And I tried GB for a very long time before I was in Axis, and I was terrible. I don't think I ever won a Game Battles match, but I joined Axis, and we won some Game Battles games, which was great, and they were mostly friends in real life. One of them lived half an hour away from me in the same town as me. And I was in that clan for a couple months, but I got kicked out for inactivity and for being shit pretty much. then I was IB Frozen for a little while, then it was Bio Frozen, and this was like a public YouTube kind of clan. The leader was Bio Android, who had a few shotgun montages out, and I made my own shotgun montages at this point, and they were really successful, strangely, despite them being pretty terrible. I've taken them down now, but they had about 50,000 views. So I was in that clan for a good while. Then I changed my gamer tag to Dude, DUUDEEE, and at this point I met some of my good friends on Xbox Now, Victorious, Cool Criminal, a few other people, Toby, he does top play commentaries for me all the time. And then I changed my gamer tag to Cool Dude, and Cool was a clan where, you know, we were montage kids pretty much, and we had a few things on Gearsopedia, like Cool Criminal had a montage on there. I was in a top plays or two, and so was a few of my other friends, Cool Whip. And then after that I changed my gamer tag to Yamimash, the gamer tag you guys pretty much know me by now, and that was suggested by Murdertastic, which I'm not really fond of Murdertastic because he removed me twice for no reason, and I was pretty good friends with him at some point. We used to play sniper matches together, but what can you do? And when I had Yamimash, that was before the Gears of War 3 beta, and it was just before the Gears 3 beta that I got a message from Lightbutter asking to do a dual commentary with him, which I did, and that's how I met him. And then I met Iceman through Lightbutter pretty much, and then the beta came. As you all know, during the beta I got a lot of views and subscribers, and it was really successful for me, and that's pretty much how my channel grew to as it is now. Now in terms of my video content up until this point, like I said, I started off with shotgun montages. I started doing top plays back in 2009. I did top 10 plays of the month, like top 10 plays of November, top 10 plays of December, and some of those were quite successful because I had some good clips in some of them. And and other people's montages. I was more or less a community channel up until the point before I started doing more commentaries, and that's really how my channel grew. I wasn't really original or anything, my top plays were always out consistently, the clips were always good, and I usually had clips before Gearsopedia and other big channels had their top plays out. I think that's how I gained most of my support, and I think my commentaries were quite well done, they were quite interesting, and back then they weren't as overdone as they are now. Everybody does commentaries these days. Back then, not so much. Still, you know, there's a lot of commentators, but I took opportunity, and that's how it's become to be. And hopefully in the future I'll maybe do another one of these. Maybe this time next year I'll be talking again, and hopefully things will continue going as well as they are now. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this story, and take care of yourselves.